All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Good, good, good. Thank you so much for coming out on a Thursday night here to Forte Jazz Lounge. You're going to be listening to my little trio. There's 3 people in our trio. I know, right? Math. So you'd be surprised. People have asked, like if it's a quartet or something like that, it's like, so how many people is that? 5. You got a problem with that? We're with the union. So, these are my good friends here. These are my guys. These are my guys, ladies and gentlemen. On the drums, Mr. Josh Hoover. Give him a hand. He gets a C chord. And then, and then on the bass, my good friend, all the way from the 90s, we used to play together, and we still do. On the bass, John F. Kennedy, everybody. And my name is Joe Clarke. I get a D major. Thank you so much. All right, so thank you so much for coming out here tonight. What are we listening to tonight? The music of Cheap Trick. No, that's some good stuff too, you know. I think they had like 2 hits. And then everything else. Everybody's waiting for those last 2 songs. So, but anyway, no, tonight is a very special night for me because I absolutely adore the music of Cole Porter. It really means a lot to me because when I was a kid, I found my dad's records, and there was this record, it was called Sinatra Sings Porter. And of course we know who Sinatra is, so there's a lot of these Nelson Riddle arrangements of Cole Porter tunes, which just infected my heart at a very young age. So all these tunes have deep meaning for me, and I hope they do for you. They're great songs. The wonderful thing about Cole Porter is that he wrote wonderful lyrics, very clever lyrics, and lyrics that got around not the censors, but you know, the I guess what we would call the PC crowd, you know. He could tell you he wanted to sleep with you without just coming out and saying it, you know, through just metaphor and poetry, and that's the beautiful thing. Like, you'd be so nice to come home to, right? Just one of those things. That's a cheating song, ladies and gentlemen, if you listen to it, right? And we're gonna do that. And I've got you under my skin. I mean, that right there sounds like a dangerous medical condition, but there he is, okay? And I concentrate on you. I think he had another word in mind. Okay, so a lot of these have some genteel messages, but there's also some little twists in the lyrics that are very clever and very sly. And also the music, he wrote the music, and to be able to put the melodies, melody is divine. Anybody can harmonize, anybody can work out the harmonies to a melody if you have some training. But to come up with the melodies, that's divine, and that's what the magic of his music is. His melodies were so beautiful. So he did everything and created it all. I mean, Gershwin needed his brother, right? What a hack. Ira. Get in here, Ira. We need some words to this. No. So there's the music. So anyway, I hope you enjoy the choices that we've made for you tonight. They're my favorite, absolutely favorite tunes. And if there's anything we could do to make tonight even better for you, just let us know. We're going to get started. Here we go. With a little tune called You'd Be So Nice to Come Home To. If you weren't, you know, never mind. Okay. You'd be so nice to come home to. You'd be awful nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all that I could desire. Oh, under stars chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning above. You'd be so nice. home to. You'd be awful nice by the fire, while the breeze on high sang a lullaby. You'd be all that I could desire. Oh, under stars, chilled by the winter, under an August moon burning up there above. You'd be so nice, just like paradise, to come home to in love. Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, that's my favorite. Good night. You guys have been great. Nah, just kidding, folks. Hey, Michael, just a teensy bit of me in my monitor and a little bit of bass, a little more bass, and I think I'll be fine. Yeah.
Check. That's what I'm talking about right there. Can you bring the bass up a little bit?
Okay. Just kidding. That was a joke. That was a joke. It's perfect. It's perfect. Okay. All right. You got to test all the frequencies, you know? That's my low voice. Here's my high voice. Let's go make an album. Just kidding, folks. All right, so where's Quincy Jones when you need him? All right, so just one of those things. A 1, 2, a 1, 2. It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy flings, one of those bells that now and then rings, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we thought a bit by the end of it, when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we'll meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. Kennedy, everybody. Josh Hoover, everybody. It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy flings, one of those bells that now and then ring, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we thought a bit about the end of it, when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, bye, 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 and I'm in years hoping we'll meet now and then. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things, one of those things, one of those things. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, folks. Yeah, I remember listening to this record and literally going to the dictionary to look up the word gossamer, because I didn't know what it was. What gossamer wings? That's such a beautiful phrase, you know. And so now I know. And I had this thing. I think, I don't know why it is, but I have to understand the lyric. I have to understand what it really means, you know, and you know, just the diction of the lyric is so important to a singer. Something else, I don't know if you noticed, these first two tunes that I chose, they're in a minor key, and the melody itself sort of has, and I'm Jewish, so I sort of notice these things, they sort of have a Jewish thing going on. And if we played it a different way, and if I had a beard, this would be a klezmer gig, you know? Okay, so of course he does like so many wonderful things and moves the key around and all that stuff, and it ends up being a more jazz-infused sound, I guess you could say. But there's definitely those influences in there, and you know, contemporaries. Who were his contemporaries at the time? Irving Berlin, right? The Gershwins, all those. You know, so you have all those influences coming in there. So don't forget. Here we go. La da da. Yeah. That's our next klezmer gig, right? The Goldberg Bar Mitzvah we're playing. We're playing all Cole Porter. That's all we're going to do. So this next one was one of the first tunes I ever tried to learn. It's called I've Got You Under My Skin. And it was literally for the longest time, because I always put my music together in binders with sheet protectors. That's just a good way to organize your music when you have different guys. I always had guys quitting on me, so, no, I'm kidding. So, no, because I wanted to lead my own band, And I would always work with different bass players and different drummers and all that stuff and different horn players. And so I always brought my music with me, and I always had these binders. You remember them, right? I had this binder like this thick. It was like two-inch binders. And this one was always number one. I don't know if you remember that. So here we go. And it was number one since I had like only 20 songs. It was like 20, that was the 20 song list. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in, and I say to myself, this affair never will go so well. But why should I try to resist? Baby, I know so well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of the warning voice. It comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. John Kennedy, everybody. Under my skin, I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you right here under my skin. I tried so not to give in, said to myself, this affair never will go so well. But why should I try to resist? Baby, I know so well that I got you right here under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of the warning voice comes in the night and repeats how it yells in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Why not use your mentality? Wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. 'Cause I've got you. Yes, I've got you. I've got you under my skin. Thank you very much. You might notice that I hesitate, and sometimes I don't get to introduce Josh Hoover after his lovely solos, and it's because I've got to set up my next lyric, and I get like sidetracked. You know what I'm saying? You ever tried to like walk and chew gum at the same time? It's very hard for me, and that's what that is. I always feel like I set off on the wrong beat or something like that, because if I say it, it's like it's got to be on the beat, so it has to be like Josh Hoover. So you need one less like syllable for me to actually work that in. It's 3 syllables over 4 beats. That it has to be a triplet. I'm just gonna Josh Hoover, right? Yeah, please. Just can you cut it down to Hoove or something like that? Limitations. What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's one of those things. Hey, there's a song. So, oh man, you guys, what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Thank you very much, folks. If you guys are going to be here later this week, just we have some really good shows. We try to put on different stuff here all the time. We have this, of course, the jazz, straight ahead stuff and all that. And then tomorrow night we have Motown and More with Charles Grant. He's a really good vocalist, and he does everything like Sam Cooke and Stevie Wonder and Lionel Richie and all those favorites those are becoming, or are standards in their own right. And so we wanted to celebrate that because jazz has so many roots, but also branches, right? So we want to celebrate all of that stuff. So that's going to be great. And then, oh man, on Saturday, we have Jonathan Lovett's going to be here. He's a fantastic pianist. Really, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. There's a lot of pianists in town, and there's a lot of great pianists in town, but Jonathan Lovett is very talented. He's probably the most talented, most creative pianist we've had on our stage. I shouldn't say that because there's going to be somebody listening. What do you mean by that? You know? And I go, but he's very good. He's got great facility and great ideas. But he's doing a tribute to Oscar Peterson. Now, I have no idea who that is. Thank you. See? See, now they know. I'm not a total moron. No, of course I know who he is. But I'm Dick Cavett interviewing Oscar Peterson, you know, compared to what Jonathan Lovett's going to be doing. So, have y'all ever seen that? That's a wonderful interview. Dick Cavett interviewing Oscar Peterson. I think there's at least one, maybe two. But he's talking to him about his choices in music and stuff like that. So it's really wonderful. So this next tune is called "I Concentrate on You." One of the things that Cole Porter excelled at, the typical form of a tune is 32 bars. And what we call an AABA form or an ABAB form, but it's very typical. But Cole Porter was the master of the 64-bar form. I think he was just showing off. In fact, the only 32-bar tune we played so far was that first one. These last three have been 64-bar tunes, which are twice as long as any other pop tune, but he got away with it because it wasn't, you know, he didn't repeat the same things over and over again. So here we go. Whenever skies look gray to me and trouble begins to brew, whenever the winter winds become too strong, I concentrate on you. When fortune cries nay, nay to me, and people declare that you're through, whenever the blues become the only song, I concentrate on you, on your smile so sweet and so tender, when at first my kiss you do decline, on the light in your eyes when you surrender, and once again our arms intertwine. And so when wise men say to me that love's young dream doesn't come true, to prove that even the wise men can be wrong, I concentrate on you. decline. On the light in your eyes when you surrender. And once again, our arms intertwine. And so when wise men say to me that love's young dream doesn't come true, to prove that even wise men can be wrong, I concentrate on you. I concentrate and I infiltrate on you, on you, on you. Thank you very much, folks. And this next tune expands that form even in more different ways. This one is 16, 16, that's 32, plus another 16. Anybody know what that is? Math class. So not quite 64. We'll round up. I'm serious, I have to get the calculator out for stupid things like that. So anyway, this is a great tune, Night and Day. One, two. Night and day, you are the one. Only you, 'neath the moon or under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, night and day, under the hide of me, there's an oh, such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you, day and night, night and day. Night and day, you are the one. Only you, beneath the moon or under the sun. Whether near to me or or far. It's no matter, baby, where you are, I think of you night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you night and day, night and day. Under the hide of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night, night and day, night and day, night and day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh man, this reminds me of on the first Saturday of every month we have a little program we like to call Swingin Sinatra Saturdays, and it's really a lot of fun. This is the rhythm. Well, I don't play piano for the thing. I just stand out front and sing and say dumb things, and like now. So, but this is my rhythm section here, and there's 17 pieces right here on the stage. I know, it's incredible. It's an amazing sound, and we have the arrangement of this one, you know, you know, like that. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know. So yeah, we have an arrangement of that right in our book, and it sounds amazing. So this next tune is a 32-bar tune, Easy to Love. I like to call it Greasy to Love. You know what I'm saying? So. Is there like a delay in the audio? Or it's like it takes a second. I feel like my jokes are like grenades. You know, they go off like 8 seconds later. I should have pulled the pin on that one a lot sooner, or maybe not at all. I don't know. All right, cool. Well, folks, before we play the next tune, I want to introduce you to my beautiful wife, who happens to be behind the bar. Everybody say hi to Rosie. And she and I are here all the time. What time did we get here today? Yeah, 8:30. So I'm a little messed up in the head right now. I've been looking at financial stuff all day long because, of course, tax day passed like the other day. And it just whizzed right by me. Oops. So been working on that. And so I got a bunch of numbers in my head right now instead of music. So, but I'm not phoning it in or anything, so don't get the wrong idea here. I'm here for you. So, and also my son, you probably saw him when you checked in, Joshua. Everybody say hi to Josh. Yay. And then behind the curtain here, we have our tech guy. He does make sure the sound and the lights and the streaming, we're streaming right now. Everybody has their own camera, so if you're not supposed to be here, just let me know, okay? We'll blur your face. No, but Michael Johnson, he's behind the curtain there, folks. Give him a hand. When we were coming, when we were told that we could start back again, you know, in August. Yeah, going back to work. Wink. No one's coming out, but go back to work so we can stop paying you. So anyway. I was trying to do the stream and play and everything else here all by myself, and then Michael came along and made things a whole lot easier. So I know you don't see him, but he's, trust me, a big part of the success of this place. So this next tune, like I said, is Easy Love. And Jimmy Stewart, I think, sang this in, do you know which movie it was? I can't remember which one. I need to look it up. But he said that this tune is very difficult to sing because of the range that you need to be able to sing it. So good thing I'm an expert. And but he doesn't have a singing voice, and so Jimmy Stewart Well, you know, you'd be. No, I got to work that impression up if I'm going to tell that story. All right. You'd be so easy to love, easy to idolize, all others above, so worth the yearning for, so swell to keep every home fire burning for. So grand at the game, carefree together, that it does seem a shame that you cannot see that your future's with me, 'cause you'd be oh so easy to love. You'd be so easy to love, easy to idolize, all others above, so worth the yearning for, so swell to keep every home fire burning for. So grand at the game, so carefree together, that it does seem a shame that you cannot see that your future's with me, 'cause you'd be oh so easy. You'd be so easy. You'd be so easy to love. Thank you so much, folks. All right, you got this next one? You know, the little, we got a little special arrangement on this next one that we like to do. It's fun. Actually, one of my favorite renditions of this Cole Porter tune, It's All Right With Me, is by Harry Connick Jr. On his album. And he does this one really like quick, like sort of beat, and then he breaks it up at the end a little bit. But I sort of was inspired by that, and I kind of did my own thing with it, so I hope you like that. So this is another tune that's a little racy, if you think about it. You know, hey, it's the wrong time and the wrong place. Though your face is charming, it's the wrong face. It's not her face, but such a charming face that it's all right. What do you think he's talking about? Cheating. He's gonna get his car spray painted. If you don't watch it. So anyway, all right. One, not too quick. 1, 2, 1, 2, C minor. It's the wrong time and the wrong place. Though your face is charming, it's the wrong face. It's not her face, but such a charming face that it's alright with me. It's the wrong song in the wrong style. Though your smile is lovely, it's the wrong smile. It's not her smile, but such a lovely smile that it's alright with me. You can't know how happy I am that we met. I'm strangely attracted to you. There's someone I'm trying so hard to forget. Don't you want to forget somebody too? Oh, it's the wrong game with the wrong chips. Although your lips are tempting, they're the wrong lips. They're not her lips, but they're such tempting lips that if some night you're free, dear, it's alright. It's alright with me. Strangely attracted to you. There's someone I'm trying so hard to forget. Don't you want to forget somebody too? Oh, it's the wrong game with the wrong chips. Although your lips are tempting, they're the wrong lips. And then on her lips, but they're such tempting lips that if some night you're free, dear, it's alright, yeah, it's alright with me. skippity skip. Sometimes we have the pleasure of having a horn player in front of us, and so we often have them play Begin to Begin, because that's a classic clarinet solo. Anybody know the band? That's what I'm here for, to tell you. Artie Shaw, the Artie Shaw band. Now he was out there. He was, I mean, like as big as Glenn Miller and Benny Goodman and all those guys. And then one day he just up and quit, and that's why you don't know him. But a lot of musicians obviously know him for his clarinet playing. He was like this very good-looking, tall clarinet player guy. I mean, just nuts. But he really got bogged down on, hey, everyone keeps asking me to play the same song over and over again, and I want to do other stuff. So he did, but he just didn't get famous doing it. So here's a great tune. A lot of times these songs come from musicals, and they'll have a verse before them, you know, where the actor is up there and they're talking about what's going on in the scene, and then they'll kick into the tune. So that's kind of what this is all about. My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know, oh no, the only exception I know, da-da-da, when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui. That was another word I had to look up, ennui. You know what that is, right? Boredom. And I suddenly turn and see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne, mere alcohol doesn't thrill me at all. So tell me, just why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Someday may go for cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one sniff, it would bore me terrifically too. That I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously just don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane flying too high with some gal in the sky is my idea of just nothing to do. And I Ladies and gentlemen, you're at Forte Jazz Lounge listening to the Joe Clarke Trio. Thank you. Now on the drums, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Josh Hoover. And on the bass, Mr. John F. Kennedy. And my name is Joe Clarke. Thank you. I'm gonna go look up that lyric that I apparently forgot. I get no kick from champagne, mere alcohol doesn't move me at all. So tell me, just why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Some like the bop type refrain. I'm sure that if I heard even one riff, it would bore me terrifically too. Yet I get a kick out of you. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's clear to me you obviously just don't adore me. I get no kick in a plane flying too high with some gal in the sky is my idea of just nothing to do. Yes, yet I get a kick. You give me a boot, I get a kick out of you. Ladies and gentlemen, the band's going to take a short little break. We'll be right back. Thank you so much. We're witnessing the decline. Oh my God, I could not think of the little turn of the phrase. Oops. I gave it 2 tries. Take 2. All right. Well, hello, we're back. I reviewed all the lyrics for all the songs again. I think I got a little too comfortable. I've been singing that song for 20 years, and I like, whoa, wait a minute. And I go back there, and Michael knows it better than me. He's just like, yeah, it's the only exception I know is the case. I'm like, easy for you to say. So, the only exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet. See, I can do it. Okay. So we're going to continue along with our little Cole Porter tribute. So, have y'all ever seen the movie DeLovely? Anybody? That's a great biopic. You know, there was a whole series of biopics a few years ago, you know, with Ray and Johnny Cash, you know, and all those other ones where they explored. Don't walk hard. That's don't look at that one. The Dewey Cox story. It's not a real story, but yeah, the legend.
You didn't chop his brother in half?
No, he didn't. So good movie though. So anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of biopics back then. It was like a thing that they were doing for a while, and this one was called DeLovely, and it was kind of a different kind of presentation. They had Kevin Kline actually in the beginning when he was elderly and incapacitated and sort of directing his own story, you know. So it's kind of an interesting little way of going about it. But and you hear all the great tunes, of course. And you also get a feel for his life. You know, he was not, shall we say, a straight shooter. He definitely loved everyone, if you know what I mean. So, but you know, he was good to everybody, and I think that was another thing. He was just a good person. Until, of course, he got knocked off a horse and had to be on morphine all the time. So that made him a lot more fun. So, anyway, we're going to do another tune called At Long Last Love. Is it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it a good turtle soup? Or is it merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy, not Give it up for John Kennedy, everybody. Hoover, everybody. Is it an earthquake or simply a shock? Is it the good turtle soup or is it merely the mock? Is it a cocktail, this feeling of joy? Or is what I feel the real McCoy? Is it for all time or simply a lark? Is it Granada I see or only Asbury Park? Is it a fancy not worth thinking of? Or is it at long last love? Or is it at long last love? Is it the good turtle soup or is it merely the mock? I mean, come on. The mock turtle. Okay, right. All right, already. How clever is that? That is just the coolest. I mean, next to I love big butts, it's not much, but it's good. And I cannot lie. That's the twist of that. All right, this next one, oh, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I just want to time this so well. Okay. All right, we're good. Okay. You do something to me, and if you don't stop, I'm going to call the police. That's the name of this song that I called it. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me. Tell me, just why should it be? You got the power to hypnotize me. Let me live neath your spell and do that that you do so well. For you do something to me nobody else can do. You do something to me, something that simply mystifies me. Tell me, just why should it be? You got the power to hypnotize me. Let me live near your spell and do that you do so well. For you do something to me that nobody else can do, and nobody else can do. Thank you very much. Now here's one that I never sing. I never sing it, so I better look up the lyrics really quick before I goof this one up too. But it's so pretty, we have to do it. And words and emphasis are so important when you're speaking, of course, is what I'm talking about. So the title of the song is What Is This Thing Called Love? And if you said it a different way, it might sound a little weird. What is this thing called love? See. Something's missing here. Hold on. This is not right.
Did you read the lyrics?
Yeah, what is this thing called love? Sung by Cole Porter. All right, here we go. Good luck. What is this thing called love? This funny thing called love. Just who can solve its mystery? And why should it make a fool of me? I saw you there one wonderful day, but you took my heart and you threw my heart away. That's why I asked the Lord up in heaven above, just what is this thing called love? 1, 2, 3. What is this thing called love? This funny thing called love. Just who can solve its mystery? And why should it make a fool of me? I saw you there one wonderful day, and you took my heart and you threw my heart away. That's why I asked the Lord up in heaven above, just what is this thing called love? Thank you very much. Isn't that a beautiful song? It's another one of those that sort of sounds a little like there's a dreidel being played somewhere, you know? It's just how you're playing it, you know? So if you're at home, pull out your klezmer records. All right, here we go. You want a good laugh, and it's a good-hearted laugh, too. Back in the 80s, you remember that band Two Live Crew? 90s, actually, I think it was more like the 90s, right? Two Live Crew. Well, there was a spoof group. They were good musicians called Two Live Jew, and they actually did, you know, put little Jewish beats to stuff, and they rapped, and it was really cool. It was funny though. But look it up. Do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube. Two Live Jew. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Lots of fun. Okay. So this next tune is I Love Paris. And I always forget, it's the winter drizzles and the summer sizzles. I gotta remember that. I always get those mixed up. And somebody always calls me on it. You know the summer sizzles, right? Yeah, okay, I get it. They rhyme though, so. For shizzle. Okay. So this one's like Latin in the front and swing in the back. All right, here we go. You hear that? You all got it? Okay. I love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall. I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles. I love Paris every moment, every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh why do I love Paris? Because my love is here. love Paris in the springtime. I love Paris in the fall. I love Paris in the winter when it drizzles. I love Paris in the summer when it sizzles. I love Paris every moment of the year. I love Paris. Why, oh why do I love Paris? Because my love is here. Because my love is here. She's there. She's everywhere. But she's not in the Gaza Strip. That's right. Yeah, I can't really pull off that tune without reaching for a little D. Martin. So, all right, folks. Well, we got a few more tunes in us we're going to do for you. This next one is a Cole Porter song. And y'all paying attention out there? When's he going to play something else? He's been Cole Porter all night. So this one is like nice and up. Huh? All right, cool. I'm really excited about this next tune because I have like this library of jazz tunes, and every once in a while I go hunting around for tunes, and I found a big band arrangement of this one. It's gonna be so cool. So come back and see that one, In the Still of the Night. Beautiful lyric. 1, 2. In the still of the night, as I gaze from my window at the moon in its flight, my thoughts all stray to you. In the still of the night, while the world is in slumber, oh, the times without number, darling, when I say to you, sight, like a moon growing dim on the rim of the hill, in the chill still of the night. Still of the night, as I gaze from my window at the moon in its flight, my thoughts all stray to you. In the still of the night, while the world is in slumber, oh, the times without number, darling, when I say to you, do you love me as I love you? Are you my life to be, my dream come true? Our wildest dream of mine fade out of sight, like the moon growing dim on the rim of the hill, in the chill still of the night, of the night, of the night. Thank you. Oh, this next tune has a funny little story to it. I had a request. My band, my little swing band, used to travel and do weddings and stuff. Were you on that gig? The one down in Florida? Yeah, Boca Grande. Yeah, Boca Grande. Fred Wesley. Yeah, that one. Fred Wesley, the trombone player for James Brown. I was going to say George Brown. What an idiot. From James Brown. A great guy, fantastic fella. He lives in Manning, and I ended up getting his number. Somebody called Fred Wesley. Maybe he's around. I mean, every time I called Fred Wesley, he was like, "Yeah, I'm about to go on with Aretha Franklin." So, a big guy, big heart, sweetheart of a fella. I would have never known he was this world famous trombone player. Just meeting him, but somebody told me, yeah, he's like a big deal. When James Brown says, "Hit me, Fred," he's talking to Fred Wesley. So when he tells him to, that was his email address. So y'all all email him, "Hit me, Fred." No D. "Hit me, Fred," at whatever. I'm not going to tell you, because I know there's some of you who get, "Hey, Fred, how's it going?" So anyway, so we were down there, and we actually had to hook up because my alto player wasn't available, and so I got a great recommendation from a guy who sent me an alto player down there. His name is Rodney Rojas. Red Rodney, right? Okay. No Spanish speakers out there? Okay, so that was his name. But anyway, we played a little trick on him. We were all tuning up, and I told all the band members to just tune badly. Like we'd go, okay. Like the horn players would all play that. And then we came to him, and he was like, "Are y'all kidding? What's going on?" And he was like, "No, what's the problem? They sound fine." So we had a little fun with him. But this bride had asked for "From This Moment On," and she'd actually wanted the Shania Twain song called "From This Moment On," and I had, of course, had this one ready, the Cole Porter tune. So when we realized that, it was just like, oh, I had to run to a music store and buy the music, and my girl singer at the time had to learn it. And luckily, she kind of knew it already, and we just sort of fudged through it. From this moment. No, not tonight. This is a very different song. Now, here we go with the 32 bars. I mean, the 64 bars tunes again. I think it's actually more. Oh, no. Here we go. More lyrics to learn. Okay, here we go. Ready? Give me a little F minor one. Ready? 1, 2, a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. From this moment on, you for me, dear, only to Forte, dear. From this moment on, from this happy day, no more blue songs, only hoop-de-doo songs from this moment on. For you've got the love that I need so much. You got the kind of skin that I love to touch. You've got the arms that can hold me tight. You've got the lovely lips just to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every care is gone. From this moment on. All right. For you've got the love that I need so much. You got the kind of skin that I love to touch. You got the arms that can hold me tight. You got those lovely lips just to kiss me goodnight. From this moment on, you and I, babe, will be riding high, babe. Every one of our cares are gone. From this moment on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got one more tune in us, one more Cole Porter tune we're going to do for you. And go see that movie, DeLovely. It is DeLovely. So there's a little tune called Anything Goes. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows anything goes. And good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today and goes bad today, and day's night today and black's white today. When most guys today, the women prize today are just silly gigolos. So though I'm not a great romancer. I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. Everybody give it up for John Kennedy on the bass. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Josh Hoover. Give him a hand. Thank you so much for coming out to Forte Jazz Lounge. We have stuff going on here 7 days a week. Everything starts at 7, and oftentimes we go to 10, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then 11 o'clock on the other nights. So thank you so much for coming out tonight and listening to the music of Cole Porter. Thank you, thank you. And my name is Joe Clarke. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And give it up for my beautiful wife behind the bar, Rosie. We love you. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you again. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows anything goes. In good authors too, who once knew better words, now only used for letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and day's night today, and black's white today. When most guys today, their women prize today are just silly gigolos So though I'm not a great romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. May I say before this show comes to a close, I want you to know anything goes. Anything goes. Anything goes. Thank you so much, folks. That's our big show. You've been a lovely, lovely crowd. Thank you very much. Thank you, Cole Porter.